Prime Minister says the Parliament has been insulted, with papers being torn and papdi chaat remarks being made. While the opposition gets together one more time, they cycle to the Parliament. R factor above 1 in 8 states and the second wave not over, says the Health Ministry. Overnight wait for vaccination in Bengal, while Mumbai opens up from tomorrow. Birla offers Vodafone stake to government on a day when Sensex Nifty record high on improved eco numbers. 9-year-old girl cremated. Family alleges rape and murder. Family of scrap collectors has now raised this complaint, saying girl had just gone there to get some cold water. United Arab Emirates lifts the transit flight ban for India, Pakistan and several other countries. And now a no kissing zone outside this Mumbai complex. We'll bring you the details. Hello and welcome. You're watching NETV 24/7. I'm Sonal Mehrotra Kapoor. Now, it was another turbulent day at the Parliament. Opposition continued to demand a debate on Pegasus, while the government said none of it. So while not much work was done inside Parliament, outside there were lots of developments. The day started with two parallel meetings. On one side, at the Constitution Club, a united opposition ideating on how to ensure government listens to them. And then that was followed by a cycle rally of sorts to the Parliament. Huge statement being made. At the same time, the Prime Minister was meeting with the BJP MPs, reminding them to expose the opposition and take the message to the people. It's the opposition which is not letting the Parliament function. In all, it was yet another day of politics and posturing at the Indian Parliament.
Rahul Gandhi cycling to Parliament along with other members of Parliament. His attempt to show opposition unity and highlighting the huge increase in fuel prices. Few days ago, Rahul had come to Parliament in a tractor to highlight the farmers' concerns and demanding the repeal of the 3 farm law bills.
The people of India are struggling, so I thought symbolically if we go from here to Parliament on cycles, it would have an interesting impact.
The decision was taken after he hosted opposition parties for breakfast. The Samajwadi Party was present even though it has ruled out an alliance with the Congress in Uttar Pradesh. The Shiv Sena's Sanjay Raut and Priyanka were there too.
चर्चा के माध्यम से ये तय हुआ कि संघर्ष का विकल्प है सदन के अंदर और सड़क.
आणि राहुल गांधी यांच्याशी बऱ्याच दिवसापासून एक भेट आमची राहिली होती, कारण त्यांना अनेक विषयावरती बोलायचं होतं. त्यांच्या मनात काही विषय होते.
But chinks in the opposition ranks remain. The BSP and the Aam Aadmi Party were invited but didn't attend.
मीटिंग महत्वपूर्ण नहीं है, महत्वपूर्ण है मुद्दा, और किसानों के मुद्दे पर हम किसानों के साथ है. जासूसी के मुद्दे पर हम पहले दिन से कह रहे हैं सुप्रीम कोर्ट मॉनिटर्ड एक SIT बननी चाहिए.
The BJP held its parliamentary meeting and the Prime Minister went on the offensive against the opposition's decision to continue disrupt proceedings. The Prime Minister spoke about derogatory comments by a senior member of Parliament regarding passage of bills, a reference to Trinamool MP Derek O'Brien's passing laws or making papri chaat tweet.
बहुत ही दुर्भाग्य की बात है, बहुत ही शर्म की बात है कि TMC के एक संसद सदस्य ने को पापड़ी चाट बनाने से जोड़ करके और संसद की गरिमा का तो अपमान किया ही है.
Bills were passed in the din in the Lok Sabha. The Defence Service Essential Bill, the Tribunals Bill were passed in minutes. And in the Rajya Sabha, the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Bill was passed even as the opposition continued to protest.
We are ready. Even at this moment, we want to discuss all the bills. We don't want to rush the bill. We don't want to have the bill without discussion.
M. Venkaiah Naidu, the Vice President and Chairperson of the Rajya Sabha, has attempted to reach out both to the government as well as the opposition to find a solution and break the impasse between the government and the opposition. But a solution seems highly unlikely, with the focus now shifting to the Supreme Court, where the matter is going to be heard. With camera person Sushil Rathi and Pooja Arya, Sunil Prabhu, NDTV.
To COVID now. While the country has opened up and if you were to step outside on the streets, one can hardly tell if the deadly COVID virus is still around. But there is now reason to be concerned, and that is the rising R factor.
Protests in Kerala at the border with Karnataka, which says it will stop travellers without a COVID negative certificate from the gold standard RT-PCR test. This after Kerala's cases started rising sharply again, and now Karnataka is seeing cases rise.
We are seeing is a slow and gradual increase in the positivity rate in the parts of Karnataka. The primary restriction is to ensure that whoever is coming, they need to carry RT-PCR positive report with them to enter Karnataka.
At least 51 passengers who came by train to Mangaluru from Maharashtra and Kerala were put into quarantine centre as they were not carrying RT-PCR negative test reports. The centre says there should be firm control in specific areas, and for this they have flagged the rising R number or reproduction number in many states. Above 1 means an infected individual can pass it on to more than one person.
रिप्रोडक्शन नंबर जब भी 1 से अधिक है तो इसका मतलब है कि केसेस की ट्रेजेक्टरी इंक्रीजिंग है और टू दैट एक्सटेंट उतना ही कंट्रोल करने की आवश्यकता है. इंडिया में जहां कुछ दिनों पहले करीब 0.88 रिप्रोडक्टिव रेट हम नोट कर रहे थे, उसमें हमने पिछले कुछ दिनों में कुछ लिमिटेड टेरिटरीज में हमने इसमें वृद्धि नोट की है.
It's not just Kerala which is the worry. The R number is above 1 and rising in 8 states, according to the government data, of which Himachal Pradesh, Jammu and Kashmir, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka are all more than Kerala.
Please remember that this R naught had come to 0.6 and below, or so around that. And now if it is above 1 and if it is rising in some states, it is truly a cause for concern.
But apart from states, the rising R number is a concern in cities, especially as COVID restrictions are lifted. Experts say that because of this, Delhi's R value has crossed 1, but reported as stable by the centre.
Many of the major metropolitan cities across the country have shown R values climbing to values greater than 1 in this past week. This suggests a coordinated rise in the number of active cases across the country, which may prove somewhat challenging to localize.
However, in absolute daily number of cases, currently half are from Kerala, where cases are seeing a rising trend. Maharashtra's daily cases are high, but it's seeing a declining trend.
Now that R value has crossed 1, an exponential increase in COVID cases may not be far away. Experts are worried that the unlocking happened too fast and vaccination has not kept up the needed pace. With Ashok Mahale and Bureau Inputs, Meher Pandey for NDTV.
Meanwhile, West Bengal has reached a milestone in COVID vaccination. It crossed 3 crore doses mark on Monday after giving 4,21,517 vaccines in just 24 hours. But there is still a gap in demand and supply.
Many in this queue say they have been here since before dawn so that they don't miss their first dose. They have come from distant villages in Howrah district, hiring taxis to get to this premier state hospital, SSKM, in Kolkata. They want the vaccine and they are not getting it anywhere near their homes.
मैं आई हूँ डमजूर हावड़ा से. यहाँ वैक्सीन लेना आई हूँ फर्स्ट डोज का. हमारे वहाँ पे वैक्सीन अवेलेबल नहीं है. पंचायत से भी नहीं मिल रहा है और हमारे वहाँ जो रूरल हॉस्पिटल है वहाँ से भी नहीं मिल रहा है. तो यहाँ से मैं 3 बजे से लाइन दे रही हूँ.
हमने सुना कि ये पीजी पे फर्स्ट वैक्सीन दे रहे थे, तो इसलिए यहाँ पे आया. हमारा फैमिली लोग को लेके आया, हमारा लड़का आया, हमारा बहू आया, हमारा सास को लेके आया, हमारा भाई को लेके आया.
Vaccine supplies in Bengal are better than in the past. The state got 81 lakh doses in July, is allotted 73 lakh doses in August, and at this moment has 21 lakh doses in stock. With better supplies, Bengal has reached a milestone. Since vaccinations began 1st March, Bengal has now administered 3 crore doses. But a team led by Bengal BJP MP Dilip Ghosh complained to the Union Health Minister in Delhi today about politics in vaccine distribution in the state. The centre, they said, must ensure Bengal follows a policy of vaccine for all. Overall, Bengal has fully vaccinated almost 9% of its population, a shade behind Haryana and Maharashtra, but way ahead of Uttar Pradesh and Bihar, which are only a little more than 3%. But Bengal needs another 11 crore doses to meet that target that looks elusive. The vaccination with double dose for all adult population in the state. With GD Shankar, Monadeepa Banerjee, NDTV.
Meanwhile, a shocker from the national capital. A 9-year-old girl was allegedly raped and murdered and her body forcibly cremated by her attackers in Delhi. Police have arrested the priest in the case along with 3 others and investigations are on, but the locals very angry, demanding justice.
A massive protest in India's capital after the alleged gang rape, murder and forced cremation of a 9-year-old girl inside a cremation ground in southwest Delhi's Nangal area on Sunday. All 4 accused now under arrest work at the same crematorium. The main accused is the priest. The child who died was the daughter of scrap collectors and had gone to the crematorium to fetch drinking water because there was none available at her shanty. According to her family, the girl went to collect water around 5:30 p.m. An hour later, the accused called her mother to the crematorium. The priest told the mother the girl died from electrocution near the water cooler and tried to convince her to cremate the body soonest. At 7:30 p.m. the accused allegedly started the cremation, but the mother ran home and informed her relatives who rushed to the crematorium.
मेरी बेटी मार ले मेरी बेटी मर गई कहाँ मर गई कसम से घाट में मेरी बेटी जला दी मेरी बेटी जला दी मैंने कटी आई फिर मेरे भैया बंद नहाते गए आग बुझाई है तो बच्ची के पैर उल्टे हो रहे इतने पैर मेरी बच्ची के उल्टे हो रहे बॉडी पे पानी डाल दिया बेटी की अग्नि पे पानी डाल दिया.
The police say the accused have been booked under sections of gang rape, murder, POCSO and the SC/ST Act.
बच्ची की मां का 164 का स्टेटमेंट भी लिया गया है और फर्दर इसमें SC/ST एक्ट भी लगा दिया गया है जिसके आधार पे हम लोगों ने पॉक्सो 376 और 302 जो मर्डर की धारा होती है डराने धमकाने की 506 वो भी इसमें शामिल कर दिए. हम लोगों ने ACP को ये केस हैंडओवर कर दिया है ACP DIO को.
The incident sparked political outrage with the opposition demanding strict action. TMC's Abhishek Banerjee tweeted calling Home Minister Amit Shah insensitive. The Delhi police reports to the Home Ministry. Other politicians visited the area to meet the family members.
सबसे बड़ी बात है कि मुख्यमंत्री चंद कदम की दूरी पर रहते हैं यहाँ से. क्या उनको समय नहीं लगा बच्चों के बीच पीड़ित परिवार के बीच में आने का? और ये दिल्ली है, प्रधानमंत्री रहते हैं, गृह मंत्री रहते हैं, सारे सांसद रहते हैं, केंद्रीय मंत्री रहते हैं. यहाँ अगर अन्याय अत्याचार यहाँ लोगों की भावना ऐसी हैं तो कहाँ दलित कहाँ जाए देश के अंदर?
The Delhi police has filed FIR under several sections and arrested all the accused. However, it remains to be seen that what all will be revealed in the police investigation in the alleged gang rape and murder case of the 9-year-old victim in southwest Delhi. But there is still anger on the streets and demand for justice by the parents and the relatives of the victim. With camera person Mohammad Mursali, I'm Akshay Dongre for NDTV.
Welcome back. CBSE Class 10th results were announced today, and just like Class 12th results, with no exams being held this time around, which meant higher number of people in the passing percentage, leaving some happy, others not so much.
The CBSE announced the much-anticipated Class 10th results on Tuesday. The Central Board of Secondary Education made the confirmation about the Class 10th results on its official Twitter account. This year, the CBSE Class 10 passing percentage stood at 99.04%. Among the district-wise rankings, Thiruvananthapuram topped the national tally with an impressive 99.99%. And in total, 57,824 students scored above 95%. Most of the students expressed their satisfaction after the results.
मेरे 91 है, अच्छा लग रहा है आगे, मतलब एक्सपेक्टेड नहीं था पर फिर भी आगे.
आपके कौन सा सब्जेक्ट से कितने नंबर आए हैं?
मैंने चेक नहीं किया अभी.
कुछ
पास तो हो गए आप?
हाँ जी। यशिका।
आपके कौन से सब्जेक्ट थे?
मेरे मैथ, साइंस, आईटी एंड ऑल नॉर्मल सब्जेक्ट्स। सो अच्छा
रिजल्ट आया?
हाँ जी, बहुत अच्छा आया है। एक्सपेक्टेड नहीं था कि इतना अच्छा आएगा। सो यस, वेरी हैप्पी।
Due to COVID, CBSE did not conduct 10th and 12th board exams. CBSE made a formula to evaluate the 10th board students. For each subject, 20 marks will be from internal assessment, 80 marks for tests conducted during sessions. Marks should be in consonance with past performance of school in class 10th board exams. This year's result has been the highest so far, as 91.46% of students have passed the exams in 2020. This was a slight increase from 2019, when 91.1% of students could clear the class 10th board exams conducted by the CBSE in New Delhi. With Saurabh Shukla, Usama Shab for NDTV.
The entire nation would be keeping their fingers crossed for the semi-final bout of the 23-year-old Yankee yet aggressive Indian boxer Lavlina, who has already secured an Olympic medal and will be now trying to punch her way to the finals by defeating her opponent in the semi-finals. Now, NDTV travelled to her remote village and spoke exclusively with her father. He tells us about their struggles financially, about how she got her mother's kidney operation done with her Arjuna Award prize money, and how she won the first competition without any training. All eyes are now on the gold.
We are coming to you from Baromukhiya village, a remote village in Golaghat district of Assam, and you can see a lot of vehicles waiting outside a house, and this house is a special one. This is the house of Lavlina Borgohain. You can see a lot of people here already, and the gentleman over here is her father, Tiken Borgohain. मेडल अश्योर हो चुका है, अब आगे आपकी क्या उम्मीद है?
जी धन्यवाद। लवलीना की पहली सपना थी वो ओलंपिक में जाएंगे, ओलंपिक में एक मेडल लाएंगे, तो एक तो सपना उनका पूरा हो गया अभी। माँ मैं काम पे बाहर में रहती थी, तो माँ अकेले घर में रहती है 3 लड़कियाँ लेके, तो उसने सोचा कि हम लोग का घर में लड़का नहीं है, तो लड़की के सेफ के लिए उनसे मार्शल आर्ट जैसा उनको सेल्फ प्रोटेक्शन के लिए तो एक कुछ सीखना चाहिए। तो उसी का माँ ने वो जो मैंने आपको बोला था पहले, वो मुआथाई में उन लोगों को एडमिशन करा दिया। माँ ने अकेले उन लोगों को सिखाया था, तुम किक बॉक्सिंग सीखो या कुंग-फू कराटे जो सीखो, सेल्फ प्रोटेक्शन के लिए पहले सीख लो, उसका बाद जो होगा देखा जाएगा। दुख का बात है, जब उनका वो ओलंपिक में सिलेक्शन हो गया तो उनका माँ भी बीमार होगी, तो अभी फाइनेंशियल मतलब जो उसने अर्जुन अवार्ड जीता था, वो जितना अर्जुन अवार्ड तो माँ के लिए तो डेडिकेट कर दिया। तब माँ ने उसको साहस दिया, मेरे बात छोड़ो, मैं तो अच्छी हो जाऊंगी, डॉक्टर है मेरे लिए, तुम्हारा काम करो। पहले है उनका आत्मविश्वास, और वो बहुत जिद्दी थी। जिद्दी मतलब वो जो काम करने के लिए पकड़ते हैं वो कर ही सकती है।
कुछ जैसे आपको कुछ याद है कि छोटे जब थे कुछ जिद उनका एक जिद था जो जिद पकड़ के बैठ गई, जिसके कारण आपने उसको डांटा भी था, ऐसा कुछ याद है?
हाँ है, तो ऐसा तो बहुत है।
कुछ किस्सा हमें भी सुनाइए।
एक था वो उन लोगों का शौक था वो स्विमिंग के लिए, वो लोग स्विमिंग करने चाहते थे। तीन बहनी, हम लोग का 3 जो दीदी बहन 3 मिलकर वो लोग स्विमिंग के लिए, मतलब उनका घर में तो स्विमिंग पूल नहीं थी, तो उन लोगों ने एक तालाब खुद ऐसे खुद बना लिया। अच्छा। एक तालाब खुद बना लिया मिट्टी काट के।
अच्छा, मिट्टी काट के खुद एक स्विमिंग पूल बना लिया।
स्विमिंग पूल मतलब ऐसे
तालाब जैसा?
हाँ, तालाब जैसा बना लिया।
पानी कहाँ से आया उसमें?
पानी अपने आप, जब वर्षा आ गया तो पानी घुस गया, तो पानी हो गया।
So while Lavlina waits for a medal, well, another star returned with one. PV Sindhu got back from Tokyo today, and now she's getting ready for a much talked about ice cream with the Prime Minister, which is going to happen on the sidelines of Independence Day. After
After a historic win in Tokyo, PV Sindhu, India's only woman athlete to win 2 individual medals at the Tokyo Olympic Games, returned to India today.
I'm very happy and excited, of course. A lot of people came and congratulated me. Of course, Ajay Singh, everybody came from, a lot of people from BI came. I'm very thankful to Badminton Association, to everyone for supporting me and encouraging me. It's an exciting day, and I'm it's a happy moment. So yeah, it's never a tough day.
Sindhu has a packed few hours in the capital, meeting the sports minister amongst others. Her mother was among the first to welcome her back in India.
Very happy for the medal. You're very happy? Yeah. Are you going to have ice cream with the Prime Minister? Yeah. On 15th.
Sindhu's massive victory is in addition to the stellar performance Indian sportswomen have put up at the Tokyo Olympics, not just by pushing boundaries but also by creating history. With camera person Xavier Thomas in Delhi, Shanakshi Chakravarti for NDTV.
And NDTV also caught up with PV Sindhu one more time as she was leaving the residence of the sports minister. Listen in.
What is your message for everyone? Wait.
Well, it's definitely a proud moment for everyone. I wish them all the very best. Right, definitely women are doing well, and I also hope that many medals coming out. And once again, all the athletes, all the very best.
All right, thank you. Thank you.
Well, so lots more medals is the hope from PV Sindhu. But let's move on now. You've heard of no smoking, no littering zones. But what about a no kissing zone? Well, residents of a residential society in Mumbai's Borivali put out a sign saying no kissing zone outside their colony to prevent public display of affection from couples. The Supreme Court in India, remember, refrains from calling public display of affection as illegal, as the Indian Penal Code only makes it a crime if it is an obscene act. But what really got these people into this no kissing zone? Find out.
सब कुछ गवर्नमेंट तो नहीं कर सकती है ना, इसीलिए हमने सोचा कि हम कुछ इनिशिएटिव्स लेके हमारे अगर प्रॉब्लम हमें हो रही है तो वी ओनली सॉल्व.
I actually don't support all these things. If the person is above 18, he has his own freedom. He can exercise his freedom whatever he wants to do.
Well, that's all we could pack in this edition. Thanks so much for watching. Good night.